Traditionally served after midnight mass in France, this dish is a French festive classic. Juicy mussels nestle next to delicate clams, the sweetest crab, luxurious lobster, and those magnificent mollusks, all served sumptuously high for maximum impact. This is Raymond's plateau de fruits de mer.
Fruits de mer means fruit of the sea. What a beautiful word. Only the French could think of those wonderful little romantic twists.
It might look intimidating, but most of the fish on a plateau de fruits de mer can be bought ready to eat from a fishmonger. But it's not impossible, so if you want to have a go at home, buy the freshest seafood you can.
Crab, nice pot crab, a Cornish pot caught crab. Not easy for a Frenchman to say all these words in succession.
And 2 lobsters.
So very lovely.
To ensure freshness, it's important to buy lobster alive.
The first thing you should do, place them in the deep freeze for maybe half an hour. And the cold will make them very, very sleepy. And that will completely, there will be no pain when you cook them. Madame, this.
While the lobster and crab are in the freezer, Raymond opens some lightly steamed mussels and clams.
Hey, you. Come on, you. Perfectly formed. I know my French friends would rather even have it raw. Oh my God, what's going on here? I've seen something. It's a haunted cuisine.
The clams and mussels are covered in a damp cloth and set aside in the fridge. Next, Raymond cooks his lobster and crab.
Okay, très bien. So, very, very cool now. Look at that, they're absolutely dormant, quite still. They're doing their siesta, perfect.
The crab goes in first. Its big, thick shell means that it needs 20 minutes. After 5 minutes, Raymond adds the lobsters.
You can see in that pot, there's no movement, there's no agitation. It doesn't feel anything at all. By the way, that is for Adam. Adam?
Oui, chef.
My lovely Adam. Here's your Christmas stocking. Never thought I would think of you, eh?
No?
Well, here we are. What do you have? Don't
Thank you,
spend it
chef.
too fast,
All right, okay.
I know you
Is
love
that
your
my bonus?
I know you love your chocolate, and that's your bonus at the same time. I thought I would hit 2 birds in one stone.
Thank you.
Okay?
The lobster and crab are set aside to cool.
While they cool, they'll be cooking at the same time. Because the cooking doesn't stop just like that. It goes on very quietly, so the flesh is absolutely unctuous and delicious.
With the seafood prepared, it's time to think about the accompaniments.
Now, to celebrate that beautiful lobsters and crabs and seafood, we are going to create 2 dressings. One, the mayonnaise, the classic mayonnaise, and the shallot and red wine vinegar dressing.
The red wine dressing couldn't be simpler. 2 ingredients, shallots
I think 1 shallot should be fine.
and red wine vinegar.
Just let it to infuse. There's a nice exchange of flavors which is happening here. To the mayonnaise, extremely simple affair, very simple. A few rules as well of our engagement.
To 3 egg yolks, Raymond adds a teaspoon of Dijon mustard and then a neutral tasting oil. He's using virgin rapeseed oil.
Don't go too fast. But if you go, for example, too fast, like that, for example, don't panic, just put a tiny bit of hot water on the side and you can easily bring it back together. I'll show you. Okay. Pour a little bit here. Voilà. C'est tout. And look. And I'm re-emulsifying my dressing. I used to do it for my mum. Okay, so, and at home, believe me, there was a big bowl. Okay, a whole bottle of beautiful oil would go into it. Gorgeous, lemony, thin, very fresh. I think they will love it completely. I do.
Now it's time to get down to work. But Raymond loves it. He's having a cracking time.
Just lift the carriage from the back here, and that's where you have all the gorgeous stuff inside. Really lovely. That's the dead man fingers here. See, look, they're very pretty, they're pretty. How could we call them the dead man fingers? In here, this is absolutely, to me, that's my favorite part, yeah. Of course, the white flesh, the sweet white flesh of the crab is stunning. Okay, but that part, actually, is fantastic. Can create the best bisque, the best soup as well. Could I have a mallet, please? Could I have a mallet, please? Thank you very much. Don't try to use that knife. You're probably likely to break the knife on it. It's a seriously very thick carcass. Easy. Voilà. Très bien.
With everything prepared, all that remains to be done is place the seafood on its two-tier dish. This will serve 6 hungry seafood lovers. Luckily, there seems to be a spare oyster.
Tiny dash, hardly anything.
One for the cook.
That is lovely. So now really you have a spectacular feast. That's the kind of feast which my friends will grab with 2 hands. I know that.